What is happening, guys? Welcome back. It's time for some more boss fights. Now, if you're having trouble with this boss fight, you can just continue on ahead. There is a prayer bead in the next area, a couple prayer beads actually, so you could get your vitality and posture up even higher if you're struggling. But go over here, talk to this guy. Large ape, my neck, my neck. So, as you can probably guess from the dialogue, large ape. That's right, we are starting with the Phase 2 ape. So, fun fight. Same shit as before, parry that attack. And you'll notice that it looks, well, to be fair, I have Akko's up, but I do think it is a little bit easier because it's not just about the ape. So, after you get Phase 1 of this guy, now the party's gonna really start. This is why I suggested you get the long spark. So he's gonna do Teriel's, and in comes the wife. So I find it easier to take out this the second ape, the non-crazy one first. We're gonna repop Akko's. This fight is going to involve a lot of running, by the way. Don't be shy about running. You know, you're fighting two giant apes. I'm gonna get that up. And it's a little bit premature, but I want to use rice. As you're able to see with an Akko's up, as strong as we are here, we're able to do a good chunk of damage, but by no means are we unstoppable. So rice is extra nice for this fight just because of how long the heal for it lasts. Even though I'm getting hit by this bullshit, the rice is more than enough to keep my health up. Gonna double dip on a pellet too. Oh boy. AP8's girlfriend is down. And now we're back to just a normal fight. I actually don't think that's better than just regular R1s. Tell you what is, though. Ashina Cross. Ashina Cross! Look at that damage. There's a reason that move calls spirit emblems. It's somebody in the comments, they're like, my ability's missing and you told me to get Ashina Cross and I got it, and now I suck. That ability sucks. I'm like, are you kidding me? That ability just shreks people. Gah! Immortality severed. So another memory to make us stronger. The bestowal ninjutsu and 2 prayer beads. Pretty freaking dope. Right, so with that, obviously, enhance your attack power further. And bolster our strength for our 7th prayer necklace. Alright, and now we're going to see if we can proc this. I'm going to travel away. I'm not sure how far you have to go to make this fight show up, to be honest. I might have to start the siege of the castle, but we'll see. Let's see. Yep, so, alright, there is another fight you can do here against the Shichiman warrior, but for that fight to appear, you'll notice, because this ends up getting grayed out, as it's not available right now, I suppose we'll head on over and do the castle siege. So, instead, head over to the Guardian Apes watering hole. Guardian Apes watering hole. This thing got infected with the same water that they tried to use to make the Divine Child, hence why it was immortal. That's the wrong spot. This area. Once again, check your inventory. If you have gourd seeds or anything like that, now is the time to do them. In fact, actually, just because there is some dialogue I want to get through, just to make sure everything goes smoothly, we're going to go back to Kuro's room, and we're going to just run through dialogue options, mainly with Emma, because one of the endings that we're trying to get is locked behind a certain amount of dialogue with Emma. So we're going to clean her stuff out, and then we'll also go talk to the little girl again. Alright, no new dialogue with her. That's good. Kuro has some things he could say, but we're not really that interested in them. Basically just like, thanks, wolf, blah de blah de blah. Oh, talk to her again. Give her the persimmon. Nom nom, yummy and delicious. Rice for Kuro, and this is what we want to happen, working towards one of the endings. So now, go on back to Kuro's room and be like, hey, look what you got. I'll be like, rice for me? That's so cool. And if you guys thought rice healed a lot, oh man. Dude, Kuro gives you this sticky rice ball thing. Dude, it's like rice on crack. It's crazy strong. Anyway, he was all like, this looks good. Sekiro's like, it looks good when you bite into it, and he's like, bite? You don't eat rice like that, Wolf. You cook it. So now Kuro's gonna make you a yummy rice ball. Go ahead and get that now, just in case you need it in upcoming encounters. Just go ahead, rest to reset the world state again. Go, you little shit. Oh, here you are, middle of the room. Sweet rice ball. Now, he wants you to eat it right now. Don't eat it right now. This thing is OP. It says slowly grants medium vitality recovery. This thing just heals yourself on up. And on top of that, you get the posture recovery. I would suggest saving this for when you're about to take on like that boss that you've been struggling with and you feel like it's going to be the run that you're going to win. That's when you pop this bad boy. Tried to eat it in front of me. Well, that's fine too. You're goddamn right I am, dude. And you'll notice we got two rice balls in particular. He gives us one eventually we just get from him. But since we gave him the Divine Child Rice, boom, 2 of these bad boys. Alright, so now that that's done, and we got the Divine Child. There we go, it's grayed out again. Alright, so back to the poison pool. It's time for Shichiman Warrior Round 2. The reason we want to take this guy down is we get a upgrade material that we need to have to upgrade the ring all the way. So same as before, this fight's literally identical to the last one. There's no change whatsoever. Go ahead and put on your Divine Confetti. I'm also curious to try out the lilac thing here. I want to pop it when he's trying to do his, like, Kamehameha thing and see what happens. So this guy still just talks about the large apes. The apes are dead, though, obviously. Instead, you can see we have Mr. Purple Ball Hoppy Hop hanging out here. So where are you gonna reappear? Where is it? There it is. Oh my God! You do nothing. I said nothing. Good day, sir. Good try. You get a good. I mean, you get some kudos for trying at least. Give you that. I really want him to start hopping. Okay, so you're doing a couple more Kamehamehas. Tip I probably should have mentioned earlier. In case you didn't know, you can hold either left or right at any time to circle back to your board. I have to ask you to stop this bullshit. Oh, I was hoping to catch him in the air there. Malcontent's ring, an old ring well suited for slender fingers. Kingfisher is engraved on the underside, which can be used to upgrade the tool. Wearing this ring as you blow your finger whistle will create a somber tune. The weeping voice is full of solitude and beauty, possibly somber enough to quell or temporarily quell a voice of rage. But with that, not what I wanted. Keep forgetting I took it off. Back to the temple. Time to see where we're at upgrade-wise, see what I need to get. So, with that, you can see here we can now get this. We're missing 1 lump of wax, but there's a couple different merchants we can buy it from. Pretty pricey upgrade, but like I said, this thing messes up apparitions. And in particular, you're going to want both that as well as the Suzaku's Lotus Umbrella to plan on taking down the Demon of Hatred, which is an achievement. So if you're trying to get your plat, you got to do it. So to that extent, we're going to knock this out now. We need 1,501 grave wax. think this guy's been upgraded with them, but I'll check. I know they're sold by our bro back at Ashina. Oh. It's more expensive to use compared to the regular finger whistle, which you guys haven't really seen me do that yet. For a better in-depth look at all the various tools, I actually have a prosthetic tools guide. Prosthetic whistle is, or prosthetic whistle, the shinobi whistle is more for when you're trying to just lure an enemy over. And the upgraded version allows you to, basically you blow it, like you can pick a spot, like I could come over here, blow the whistle, run over to here, and the enemy will go investigate where the signal was, so it's like a delayed whistle. Pretty interesting stuff though. You know what, I know I'm gonna need it. I'll buy one for now. Buy one to get my upgrade. I think we're gonna, looking at the time though, we'll start the castle siege, because it is a pretty, in a sense, we're going through Ashina Castle completely over. So, can definitely take a while. Started on that in just a second here. The other thing is you need to get this upgrade if you're trying to get the Lazulite Axe, which this thing does work. With that upgrade, the only other thing I need is the purple fume spark here. Mercury for it, but this thing's pretty neat. Takes longer to explode, but enemies take more vit and posture damage after you use it. So if you're like really struggling on bosses, this could help, particularly the double apes. However, you'll notice it requires mercury, and up to this point in the game, you only have one mercury. So anyway, from here, we're going to go back to the Guardian Apes watering hole, grab the story item. Second. I think it's because I didn't rest there again, but I just to confirm that there isn't a third optional boss that's shown up here. If there was ever an area for it, it would be there. Let's go see. Almost positive I ran back here to check and testing. There's nothing. Just forgot to hit my idol. That's okay. So we'll rest here, get that again. And then travel to Sunken watering hole. Lotus of the Palace. This is one of the ingredients needed for the incense. Coming over here and trying to travel, you'll notice everything is grayed out now. The exception of the abandoned dungeon entrance. So if you miss that, you're going to be in for some trouble. But I mean, I don't think it's possible. You have to do that. Well, technically you could take the headless approach to go to Senpou Temple and go from behind. But then you could, you know, work your way backwards. So anyway. I wasted that. Put on some stiff. It's nice here. You're going to be great. Barking axe I love. And ah, man, I always end up just using the axe and flamethrower, but I love them. I watched ended a while ago. No one's come to take my place. Actually, you know what? I need on shurikens. I really should use the spear more. I almost did. I did like nothing with the spear. Grab that, hop up. This guy's running. Please, senpai, don't find me. Too bad, because I'm going to find you. So, if you have trouble with these guys, easy mode. Real easy way to kill him. Shinobi, they're in the moat. Grab the pellet. As the drawbridge is down. Up on down to grab that. Update my notes real fast here. Oh. Okay. So yeah, go down here. First we're gonna dive. Shoot around the corner for a treasure carp scale. That. Shit. Come on. There we go. The carp. Alright, and then we're finish going through this. Oh shit, pressed the wrong button. I'm like, why am I not moving? Realize it's because I was pressing dive. And just look up. Get a rope up point. Wait, did I go to the wrong spot to rope up? No, I didn't. Never mind. Derpity derp. From here, head on in, and we're going to get back the Ashina Reservoir Idol. Now, nothing has changed here for now. These guys are still the same, same basic scrubs from before. But it'll just give you a slightly closer rest place as we make our way back into the castle. Bro, I just saved you, and this is how you repay me? Leave this shit. Come on. Come on. Fine. Dude was about to get his ass beat. I show up, save it, and what does he do? He attacks me. Oh, get this. And rest. There we go. So, the area has basically been taken over. There's a battle going on, so there's a bunch of items to get. And to that extent, I'm actually going to wrap this one up. Basically, we got to go through... we got to go through the entirety of the castle area again. We got to swing back down towards the old grave. We got to go through the upper antechamber again. So there's a lot to tackle involving the castle siege. But we did knock out a lot of the big boys this episode. I gotta say, I am, even though I did a fair amount of practice in the walkthrough prep, I'm very surprised that thus far nothing has been able to give me a true death. Which I'm really hoping the dialogue with Dragonrot isn't necessary to progress the quest, because otherwise it's going to be a little awkward. But anyway, before we wrap up, let's do a little bit of skill upgrading. We got quite a few skill points lying around. As I mentioned in general for now, I would be working on prosthetic arts. These are all really nice. They basically just give you follow-ups on everything. So after this, after Shuriken, you have a follow-up. After the Axe, Spear, and Raven, you have a follow-up. After the Umbrella and Finger Whistle, you have a follow-up. And the last one, which is dope, gives you a follow-up after Flame Vent, and it also enchants your blade with fire. Now to get that, of course, we have to pick up this and this and this first, which sucks a little bit, because I don't really like Nightjar Slash or Reversal. But we're going to save and get Emma's Meta Potency first. The Medicine Potency. And there's definitely plenty in this area, experience-wise, to help get those skills. So anyway, we're going to close on out. Next episode, we're going to make our way through the castle siege, and then the episode after that, we are going to get the very first ending for the game.